Good evening, my name is Kacper Paradowski and you're watching Poland Daily News. After the statement of Archbishop Marek Jędraszewski, the Metropolitan of Krakow, about the ideology of ecology, which was broadcast by TV Republika, the hierarch became the target of brutal attacks from the left and many celebrities. Attacks that have nothing to do with matter-of-fact criticism have all the characteristics of a personal hunt. The attack on Archbishop Jędraszewski is irrational. The bishop presents the full extent of the Church's teaching on ecology. He calls for love for nature, care for the environment, for living in harmony with nature, but he also reminds that nature is to serve humans and that we should use nature so that not to destroy and leave it to our successors in the state in which we found it, or better. At the same time, the bishop wanted to say that making ecology into a religion, philosophy or para-religious phenomena is a very bad path that not only destroys us but also hinders the protection of nature. For example, when environmentalists protected bark beetles and in turn destroyed the Białowieża forest, this was probably the most drastic example of the folly of the phenomenon which can be called ecologicalism. I think that in the case of the bishop's statement, we are dealing with the voice of the Church, which is clear and thus indicates actual threats to the Church or our civilization and culture. For this reason, the Archbishop is under attack, his statements are distorted, and he is credited with quotes he never said. It is natural for a man who stands so firmly on the side of the truth. Sergei Andreev, the ambassador of the Russian Federation in Poland, was summoned to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to explain President Putin's opinion regarding the cause of World War II. We reported these remarks on Wednesday. Polish diplomats are maintaining the business-like tone of their answers, explaining that historical facts cannot be interpreted arbitrarily. During Christmas celebrations by Western countries this week, Russian President Vladimir Putin made a point to repeatedly accuse the Polish nation of colluding with Nazi Germany before the outbreak of World War II. In his remarks, he particularly focused on Polish ambassador to Germany, Józef Lipski.
That bastard, that anti-Semitic pig, he expressed full solidarity with Hitler and his anti-Semitic views.
Marcin Przydacz, Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, tweeted, answering to Ambassador Andreev's comment, I can only say that we are ready to explain the historical truth to Russian diplomats as long as they agree that the world will never forget the Ribbentrop-Molotov Pact or the Soviet-German parade in Brest. According to another deputy minister, Szymon Szynkowski-Welsenk, the aims of this Russian propaganda resemble Stalinist propaganda. One can see that this is a major information campaign and it is very dangerous. It must be countered not only by Poland. Celebrations of the victory in World War II were a focal point of the Stalinist Soviet Union, and the tradition is upheld by Vladimir Putin. However, the Russian propaganda omits the role played by the Soviet Union during the first years of this epic struggle. These events are described in a movie titled Soviet Story, directed by Latvian Edvins Snora. According to his documents, the Russian security services captured and returned Jews who escaped from Nazi Germany during the Soviet-German cooperation. Australia is continuing to fight the fires caused by record-high temperatures exceeding 40 degrees Celsius, sometimes reaching up to 46 degrees. Authorities are saying they are currently focusing on protecting water infrastructure from the forest fires surrounding Sydney. The fires in Australia are causing huge damages, which are estimated to be much larger than those in previous years. The smoke from the fires is forcing the people to use protective masks at all times. During the holidays, the temperature of the air dropped a few degrees across the country. However, meteorologists are suspecting that these changes are only temporary. In the southern east part of the continent, bushfires are so powerful that they are not being extinguished anymore. To date, the fires have destroyed more than 4 million hectares throughout Australia. These figures exceed the area of fires that hit California in 2019. December in Poland is not very sunny. Despite that, the inhabitant of the city of Katowice, Mr. Benjamin Broniek, even now enjoys an ecologically friendly power at his apartment. He built a photovoltaic installation on his balcony for 2,500 Polish zloty.
Mr. Broniek is an inventor. According to the WNP.pl website, he previously constructed a photovoltaic plant for his parents. It is located in the countryside and consists of over 40 panels. He himself lives and works in an apartment complex in the city of Katowice on the 8th floor. Apparently, there's no good arrangement to switch off the grid, right? Wrong. Mr. Broniek came up with the idea to install panels on his balcony. 2 of them power the battery and slash a quarter of the utility bills for this household. The price of the installation was 2,500 Polish zloty, which is about 600 euro. The installation has produced 84 kilowatts of power in over 2 months. That is a quarter of the previous 2 months' usage. The WNP.pl portal reported that officials from the National Fund for Environmental Protection and Water Management visited the inventor in order to learn from his experience. They might offer him a job or buy a patent that will allow to deliver a standard photovoltaic solution for millions of such homes across the country. The cost might even be lower by then. The Polish government helps to fund the photovoltaic micro-installations that range from 2 to 10 kilowatts per hour under the condition that this should be connected to the grid. Maximum funding is to reach 5,000 zloty, which is about 1,200 euro.
That is all for tonight. Thank you for watching. Stay with us for Poland Daily Business. Good night.